Yo, back at you with another episode. Yes, sir. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. Like, share this episode and all that good stuff. And we're gonna do what we always do when I come on here. You know, we're gonna do what we always do, man. We're gonna talk that talk, say some things that make sense, because I'm a practical thinking guy. And, you know, I don't believe in theory. I don't believe in guessing. I believe in doing what works. Yeah. So, you know, like, share the video and all that good stuff. So, this was something that was brought to my attention. Actually 2 days ago. Because there's election season upon us. Well, at the moment, really. Really. Um, people are these people are campaigning for votes because they want to get elected, and some people are trying to keep their position in office and everything. And a lot of people throw around this phrase, people of color. This has been going on for a couple years now. I would say but it's starting to. I'm starting to hear it more often than usual. People of color, and people have asked me, "Hey, what did that? What does it mean?" And I'm like, I don't really know what people of color really mean. Today, I remember when I was growing up, if you would have said people of color, that phrase was offensive to my parents, my grandparents, and even my great grandparents. The people of color phrase was like a slap in the face. But today, it's the phrase has been kind of hijacked. You know, it's being used in a not necessarily a good way, but a way of basically saying, hey, you know, don't leave us out. Or, I think a lot of people use it because they don't want to offend anybody. They don't want to offend the white people for the most part. So and the crazy thing is you have people online that I know personally that I've met over the past, some of these people I met over the past 10, 15 years, they're starting companies. They're starting nonprofits based on discrimination or anti-racism, and they're starting companies based on the people of color myth, or it's straight up lie. Really, this people are starting companies off this philosophy, if you want to call it that. I know a girl that I met when I was in the direct sales. She started a company 6 months ago based on anti-blackness in the workspace, whatever that means. This is what this is her website and her LinkedIn profile. This is what it says. I haven't talked to her about it, but she hired 5 people. She's speaking quite a bit lately in front of people. It's probably corporate events, more than likely. That's probably her market. So it's like a circuit, basically, you know. But this wasn't something this was offensive when I was growing up. Nobody was saying people of color when I was growing up at all. Now, I'm kind of thinking, I'm not sure about this. I'm kind of thinking a lot of people probably took the people of color thing from the NWACP. But even that organization doesn't represent us, the NAACP. They don't represent us. I don't know what they represent, but I know they don't represent us. As a matter of fact, I went to an NAACP meeting here where I live about 12 years ago. And I stayed for about 10, 15 minutes and left. Because I didn't like what I was seeing. I'm like, this ain't, whatever this meeting is about, this ain't got nothing to do with me. In the meeting, first of all, it was hundreds of people in there. Hundreds of people. It's like in an auditorium downtown. Hundreds of people in there. Most of the people in there were cops and whites. Wasn't many blacks. There's some foreign blacks, but wasn't many Black Americans in there. Like maybe 10%, less than 10% for sure. But like I said, I left early. I didn't stay long because I felt out of place. Like this ain't what I thought it was. And that's when I realized that the NAACP they don't represent us. They're on something else. And that's when I did some research and I found out that they never was really for us in the first place. And I'm not gonna get into all that history or whatever, but it never was for us in the first place. They were just basically an organization where they get intel on us and report back, basically, But if you if you go out into the world, and you start socializing with people at your job, I'm like different women or different people from other countries or whatever. I don't see no people of color. We don't have no camaraderie with any other group of people that come over here to America. When these people come over here, they're competing against us. They're not thinking about trying to make friends with us. No, that's not their mindset at all. When they're coming over here, they're competing against us. They're trying to get what they can get. Because 9 times out of 10, where they came from, they wasn't doing well. So coming over here is a come up for most people. So they're not trying to make friends with us. I know it can get a little confusing because Maria and Nancy and Florence is at the job. And Nancy and Maria got a big old butt at the job. I know it can get a little confusing at times. Got a big old butt. Nice long hair. And Maria is smiling at you when you walk down the hallway at the job. Maria is smiling at you every day. You might say, "Hey, good morning." And Maria says, "Good morning" to you every morning. A good afternoon to you every morning. And Nancy says, "Good afternoon" to you every morning and good morning as well. They speak to you all the time. They dress well at work. Big old butt. Mamacita, senorita. So I know it can get a little confusing because a lot of these women look good at the job. I know. Most of them are married, but hey, that's a story for another day. You know. But you don't really have anything in common with them. We don't really have anything in common. We really don't. I know majority of them are of African descent. I know. But they don't. But the majority of them don't embrace their African side. That's the problem. You know, we think it's like if we look at this video right now, so we got these big butts. I know, I like big butts too. I'm feeling you right now. I like big butts too. Yeah. But if her mind ain't right, it ain't gonna work out. If her mind ain't right, it ain't gonna work out. It's like beating a dead horse. Look at this woman in the red right here. I like him like that too. But if her mind ain't right, it ain't gonna work out. You know, she gonna be trying to compete and be combative and be disrespectful. I ain't got time for all that. You know, a lot of these women, when they come over here, they jump on the first white dude they see. And see, a lot of them, they feel like they have some type of camaraderie with the white people, and that's okay. I don't got a problem with that, but I'm just telling you where their mindset is. Their mindset is not in a place where you think it is. You know, it ain't like that. I'm telling you. And P.S. and by the way, I know a lot of Latin women in this country. I know a bunch of them. I talk to a bunch of them on a weekly basis. Quite a few of them on a weekly basis. I'm close to. I have like 2 Latin women I'm very close to, and one of them might chit chat with her or send her a good morning, have a nice day, or whatever. She's like one of my biggest cheerleaders, biggest supporters, and everything. So yeah, I know a lot of Latin women. So I'm not just flapping my gums over here. I'm telling you from experience. I'm still in the trenches. I meet people all the time, new people all the time. I don't embrace everybody, but hell, I'll entertain them, But even some of the people that I've became close to over the years, When I first met them, some of them, they wasn't really feeling me like that. Nah, it didn't start off that way. No, it started off like, you know, she just trying to catch. That's how it started off for one of them. You know, it didn't start off like we're gonna be good friends and have a good relationship for a long time. No, it didn't start off like that. We had a good time in the beginning and everything, but Maria told me all she wanted to do was smash one time, but she said I surprised her, and that turned into, how long has it been? That turned into a 10-year friendship. Yeah, I've known her for 10 years. But she told me in the beginning she just wanted to smash. She said, "You surprised me." I'm like, "How did I surprise you?" She never explained what that really meant. But yeah, it didn't start off like that. And then the other woman, you know, that uh that started off, she came in kind of cutthroat. Yeah, she came in kind of cutthroat. She was trying to you know, trying to manipulate me. She came in acting like a white woman.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, man. So what I'm saying is sometimes a lot of women don't come correct. They come in misrepresenting themselves. And I've seen this before when I was in my 20s. And I didn't know how to respond to it because I just didn't have enough experience. Because where I'm from, a small town, I ain't never really met no woman that tried to play me like that. But being that I'm in my 30s at the time, I shut that shit down. I knew how to handle it based on going through it and having experience in the past. And a lot of that has to do with leadership, your leadership skills. And I just made a shift. I told her, basically, I told both of them how the shit was gonna be. Take it or leave it. And that seemed to turn them on more than anything. It was funny at the time, but it actually worked. And we're still close to this day. If I don't know, let me tell you how close we are. If I showed up to their door, with my bag in my hand and said, "Hey, I don't got nowhere to go," they would say, "Hey, come on in here. Tell me what happened. You can stay here." That's how close we are. We're close like that. That's a that's a true friend. Some people would say that's a true friend. That's what I would say anyway. A true friend is when you don't got nowhere to go, you don't got nowhere to stay. When you're under the bridge, and if true, you call your friend and say, "Hey, I'm homeless. I'm under the bridge. It's raining hard out here. Come pick me up." A friend will come pick you up. A real friend will come pick you up. You know. Now, if your friend has to ask her husband or her boyfriend or whatever, that ain't your friend. You gotta ask permission. If they gotta ask permission, that ain't your friend. That's just my opinion, you know. But then some people will say a friend is a hangout buddy, basically. No, that ain't no friend. That's just an associate, in my opinion, you know. But hey, man, you know, that's how a lot of those relationships have turned out, in my opinion. But it ain't had nothing to do with no people of color. Now, people of color, that don't exist. You're on your own out here. Now, I don't care how nice Maria and Nancy and Florence look at the job. You know, if they ain't with you, if y'all ain't under the same roof, if y'all ain't married, look, man, or if y'all ain't close, look, yeah, don't fall for that people of color thing, man. That's just a myth, a lie. That's something somebody started in the mainstream media. Ain't no togetherness out here. Now, you're always going to have like subgroups around the country or just people with little cliques. You always going to have that. But it ain't no togetherness out here, man. I haven't seen it. You know, yeah, you're always going to have cliques, groups, clubs. You're always going to have that. But that ain't common across North America. That ain't the norm, especially across the Midwest. No, you're on your own, buddy. Don't play yourself. You know, I've said this for years now. You're on your own. Yeah, you got your buddy out here, I know. Yeah, you got Maria, Nancy, Jose. Yeah, I know. But those are individual relationships. That ain't the collective. You know, that's not normal. That's not common for most guys. I know even my experiences. I realize that my experiences is not common in North America. I realize that. You know, so that's why I don't say, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. I don't say that when it comes to everything. I don't do that. A lot of people have a bad habit of doing that. They say, if I can do it, you can do it. It depends on what it is. I don't say that when it comes to everything. There's some things can be duplicated. Yes. But certain experiences cannot, because it's based on who the person is, not necessarily what he did. You know, it's like I can give you step by step on how to do a lot of things, how I did a lot of things, right? But that don't mean it's going to work for you. You have to figure out what works for you. Now, you can take things that I've done and put your little spin, your little flavor on it and test it out. And it might work. You can do that. I've done that many times, especially when I was trying to learn something new. But to say that everything one man did is supposed to work for you, you're fooling yourself when you do that. You're fooling yourself when you do that. And a lot of people have a bad habit of doing that online. They'll say, hey, I came to Colombia. I came to Brazil. I moved over here. If I can do it, you should be able to do it too. How do you know he can? He might have a felony. How you know this man can do it? He might have a felony. He probably can't even get a passport. Whoever's watching you in the video, they probably can't get a passport. He probably got a felony. And he probably just can't afford to go. He probably can't even get a plane ticket. So how you gonna tell everybody, hey, if I can come over here, you should be able to do it too? No. You know, that's bad advice, man, in my opinion. It's like people say, well, you can do anything you put your mind to it, if you put your mind to it. No, you can't do anything you want unless you're wealthy. If you're from a wealthy family, yeah, you can do anything you want. That's it. But if you're not from a wealthy family, you're not going to be able to do all that shit you want. You're not going to have the time and the skills to acquire to do it. That's just fucking reality, yo. But a lot of people throw around, hey, if you put your mind to it, you can do whatever you want, do whatever you like. No. And some people say, oh, I want to do everything. You can't do everything. It's fucking impossible. You might, in your whole life, you might, if you're lucky, be able to do 3 to 5 things well, very well, in your entire life. If you stick it out, if you have enough discipline, you might be able to do 3 to 5 things well, very well, if you have enough discipline and drive and determination. But to say that you want to do everything, it ain't happening. You know, it ain't happening. It just don't work out like that. Not in North America. Look, you're already limited as it is. In most cases, you don't even realize it. You think, see, a lot of people think that everything's fair and balanced and equal and all this crap. Think everything's equal. It ain't a damn thing equal out here. I don't see anything equal. Ain't never been equal. There's so many damn double standards out here. It's ridiculous. So many double standards, so many isms. I mean, I can talk all day about that. I mean, you can't even get rid of the double standards. So how things are going to be equal? I mean, 2 people can say the same thing. He's great. The other guy gets ignored. Come on, man. 2 women can have on the same dress. One beautiful, the other one ugly. Come on, man. I mean, how do you can't even get past that? How things are gonna be equal? You can't even get past that. It's crazy, man. So it's just that's the world we live in, and you can't run from it either. You know, I know I had a guy sent me a message Well, he left me a comment saying that, oh, I'm a black dude. I'm 40 years old. I ain't ever experienced no type of racism. Or my wife is white. I live in a black and white neighborhood, and Mexicans and everybody get along. And I work with blacks and whites too. I'm just like, okay. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Okay. I said, I didn't even respond back to him. I'm like, okay, I've heard this many times. I've had the same experience. I worked around blacks and whites. I worked around a bunch of white people. So what? So what? So what y'all get along? So what you got married to a white woman? So what? So what? Some of these guys are getting turned out by these women too. That's another thing nobody talks about. They're getting turned the hell out. When I say turn out, I'm talking turn out. Man. Turned out like Tony Montana turned out. If you know what I mean. Tony Montana, Tony Montana, Tony Montana. That kind of turnout. I thought you supposed to be turning the woman out. You letting the woman turn you out. That's how lame a lot of these guys are. That's how soft and weak a lot of these guys are today. That's why things in this country are not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Because leadership starts from the top and works its way down. So look who's the leader of the free world today. You do the math. You do the math. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this is not going to get better. Now, a lot of women got a wake up call because with the laws and more laws coming down the pipeline, they're getting a wake up call or whatever. But you got a lot of rebellious ass women out here, like for real, man. I'm telling you, man. Some of these women are taking things too far. Some of the stuff they be saying, I'm like, what? You gotta relax. And the thing is, the women today don't say anything to other women. They don't really check the women no more. It's like women get to stand up and do whatever, and nobody say anything. Except for some guy. But the women don't really say anything. I'm like, man. Yeah. And you wonder why things are going to hell. And if things are going to get better, it's going to be on the guys. It ain't going to be on women are not going to do it. Well, and you got to always keep in mind, women are going to do what's in their best interest, like any group of people. People are always going to do what's in their best interest. So if women feel like they got the power, they're not going to give it back. If they feel like they got the upper hand, they're not going to give it back. You're going to have to take it back. That's just generally speaking. That's anybody. It would be a man or a woman. Just generally speaking. That's usually how it goes. Nobody gives you power. You're going to have to take it. And if somebody manages to give you anything, laws, public policy, whatever, they can always take it back. Just keep that in mind. If somebody give you something, they can always take it back later. But if you take the power or jack the power, they can't take that back unless you become weak and soft and docile and goofy. Yeah, they can take it back then. If you're a weakling, and that's what has happened in North America. You know, they say hard times create strong men, and good times create weak men. And that's what has happened here in North America. When times were good, the guys got soft. You know, they say hard times, and some people will say it like this too. Hard times will either make you stronger, make hard times make the strong stronger, and the weak weaker. For the most part, both of those phrases are true. It's been proven to be true. You know? That's just how it is, man. Let me get to some of these questions. A woman in red will always look for a come up. She wants to always move up the ladder in USA society. They will eventually look down on you if you don't keep giving them the best opportunity. Splash! They won't be Maria anymore. It won't be Maria anymore. Hey, Maria was always nice, man. Every Maria ever met was nice. Nope, everything isn't for everybody. Yeah. Even the Bible mentions what for you is for you, what for someone else is for what for someone else is for them. Oh, okay. Or he has a lot of money. Mississippi in the house. Sure did get food into thinking things were fair. No, ain't nothing fair out here. I ain't never seen it. He wants a cookie. I have all of these people in my family, and still at least one person from their community did something. We also don't have any real elected leadership in our community. Nope. Everything, when it comes to our community, they always give us a politician. We don't really get to pick unless it's on a local level. But on a federal level, forget about it. And even on a state level, forget about that too. You know, look, politics hasn't been working for us. It just hasn't been working for us, man. We just got to be honest. You know, we don't benefit from these politicians being elected. I mean, it is what it is, man. At this point, it's no debating that. The proof is, god damn, it's 40 years of proof. God damn. They don't check each other. Only gay guys can check them. Yep. The takeover. They haven't been in war in real life. And plus, a lot of women want things to be equal or fair. So I'd be like, okay, you want to take them dangerous ass jobs that guys have? Some of them damn jobs I don't even want. I don't want to go on no damn scaffold 50 feet, 100 feet up in the air, building a skyscraper. I don't want that job. Do women want those jobs? Knock yourself out. You know, a lot of women are tired paying these damn bills. Hey, knock yourself out if you want things to be equal. You know, a lot of women complain about getting paid more, but they take the jobs that pay less with less responsibility. So what it's going to be, you do, if you want to make more money, you got to take jobs with more responsibility. If you want to get paid more, you can't take the job. You can't take the low hanging fruit jobs and get paid more. It don't work that way. You know, it don't work that way. You know, so are you going to take those dangerous jobs? Are you going to be a crane operator? You up in the air? I don't know how many feet that is. At least 100. At least 100 feet up in the air. And you can't, and you got to stay up there for what? 6 to 8 hours? Is a woman willing to take that job? You know, she can't go to the restroom. What's she gonna do up there? And them guys gotta piss in a bottle. How a woman, what a woman gonna do up there in a crane? You know, women they always got to go to the restroom all the damn time. Well, how that's gonna work out? I'm just saying. Are women gonna go on the front line in the military? Combat? What? Are they gonna do it? When them bullets start flying, well, you can't call your mama or call your daddy for help. I mean, what they gonna do? You know, I'm just throwing this out here. I'm just asking questions. You know, if you want things to be equal, this is what it comes down to. Guys, we have some dangerous jobs. Are women going in the oil field? They pumping oil? You know, are they working at the power plants across this country? Those are dangerous jobs. In the oil field and you're working at the power plant, those are dangerous jobs. Are women gonna do those jobs? I don't know. You know? What about the jobs at the chemical plants? Are women gonna take those jobs? One wrong move, you could blow, it could be an explosion at the chemical plant. Are they willing to take them jobs? I don't know. You know? I'm just saying. I think a lot of times women need to take a chill pill and think about some of these things instead of just getting all emotional. You know? Look, man, there's some things that women do well, and there's some things that guys do well. I think we need to play our positions. All this modern way of looking at things, trying to reinvent the wheel, that shit don't work, man. It don't work. You know, and then the problem with today is Women want traditional guys, but they don't want to be traditional women. Women want, you got average women that don't want to date average men. How that don't even add up. That don't work. That usually don't work. That don't work. That's never gonna work. If you're average, you get who you are, you attract who you are, not what you want. That's just scientifically speaking. Really. You know? That's just it is what it is. Don't take a rocket science to figure that out. But hey, man, I'm gonna put the link out here, man. And anything you want to talk about, hey, just come on. I'll put the link in here real quick, man. And don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast, man. Don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. You know, I got a new episode coming. Probably tomorrow, you know, or Friday. So don't forget to check it out, man. And leave me a review on iTunes, man. You know? Yeah. Is it okay? Yeah, come on Splash. Why don't you just say, Mike, get up here? All right. Yeah, come on, Mike. Let's go, Mike. Let's go. Yeah, man. Yeah. Just another day in the life.
Hello.
Yo.
What's up, buddy?
What's going down, man?
What's going down? You got all these beautiful ladies up on screen. You're killing me. Uh,
Yeah.
I ain't getting that. I ain't trying to. No, that's out of my league. I can't even keep that.
Nah, you
No,
might surprise yourself.
nope.
Hey,
That's
let me tell you a secret. They
what.
don't look the way, they don't feel the way you feel about them.
Oh, okay.
That's the secret.
It is the secret.
That's been my experience.
Well, I don't think that's gonna work out for me. Not there. No.
Hey, I thought you were going to Colombia, man.
I'll visit, but
Yeah.
I'm not picking up anything. I'm just
Oh,
visiting.
wait a minute.
I,
You don't know what's going to happen.
I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. What's
You might,
what's the average height there? See, no.
oh, they
And
less than
and
6 foot.
and by the way, I'm gonna say this: I am not going to Thailand or the Philippines.
Why not?
Well, I found out. So I asked good old Google, the internet, what is the most venomous thing in Thailand? And guess what they said it was?
What?
King cobras. I was like,
Oh yeah. Oh
no
yeah.
wonder the rent is cheap out in the on the suburbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be out there and wind up finding something in your bed staring you down. And they said that's the only aggressive snake they got over there.
I've never seen one before, though. I've never seen one before.
I've seen
Yeah.
videos. I ain't trying to see them up close. They go leaning left and right, looking at you, waiting for you to do something. Excuse my language. Screw that. Screw that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not
Nah,
doing
you
that.
don't got to worry about that, yo. Splash, what up?
What's going on? What's the topic? What's the word?
Oh, I was talking about, you know, there's no such thing as people of color out here, man.
Hmm.
Nah, there isn't.
No.
That's been a big topic lately, especially in politics. Trying to run game on everybody, trying to run game on black folks. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But no
Well,
such thing. You
Hey,
can't
well,
be either white or black.
yeah. Hey, you remember? Like, I remember growing up, man. That phrase was offensive. You remember that?
yeah. Well, see, how do I put it? In the in Baltimore, it was real nice, and then it just went to trash. It just completely went to trash. And when people see my family come together and accept people in and take care of them, they're like, there's something odd, and I'm like, no, this is what you're supposed to do. This is exactly what you're supposed to do. Um, but yeah, since like in the DC metropolitan, there's been many people since what is it? Uh, 2012, I want to say. No, 2000 2008 people 2007 people have been talking about the fact that we've been given leaders, not really had any leaders in the
Yeah.
African American community, and that makes no sense. And people are going to say, well, your leadership is the NAACP or the Christian Leadership Conference, whatever they are, and I'm like, I didn't vote for any of these people. They don't, they're not part of my anything. I mean, I may like them, I may listen to them, I might ask them for help, but I don't pay taxes to them, you know. I don't do anything. So
Yeah,
how
man.
are
My man said, King Cobras are in India. And then he said, and then Mike Dude said, he said he live in the Philippines. He said, Cobras, you don't got
yep,
nothing.
King Cobras are there too. King Cobras. I'm like, no wonder it's a no, 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 no.
I never seen one when I was in Thailand, man. To be honest.
I'm gonna say probably not. The green snakes, if you find you know how you find in certain cities where there's a abandoned house or trashy area between buildings, they're
Well,
there and they're
yeah.
poisonous, but they're not trying to attack you. They're
Man, no,
hiding.
there's snakes all over the place out here. Like you'll ride down the road, you'll see monitor lizards all over the place, snakes. Not every day, but
Where are
they
you
pop
at?
out. I'm in Thailand right now.
Okay, okay. Because I've been looking up, trying to figure out, you know, as soon as I saw that, look for news reports that's talking about cobras in apartments, boa constrictors. That's another thing that bothers me.
Not
All
like
up and down in that. I'm like in the apartment buildings because I ain't going to the suburbs now. Fuck that.
Hey,
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
man.
Excuse my language, but
Thanks, man.
you know,
not.
you
There's
know,
been a
it's
few
already over.
stories.
I just screwed it up. No, fuck that. No, fuck it. Nah, I'm going somewhere else. I could deal with FARC. I could deal with drug dealers. I could deal with police, you know, overwatching you. I can't deal with cobras. I can't deal with a snake that's more aggressive than me.
Yeah, come on
No.
down.
I ain't
No
never seen a
way.
cobra on the street out here.
I believe you. I believe you,
So,
but I'm not taking that chance. I'll be the I'll be the one nigga to find one. I will be. I'll be the one that just steps on the wrong tail. It's always something. Always. I'm not saying trouble follows me or anything like that. It's just if it gives me an experience that nobody else has, and I try to tell people the story, and they won't believe me. And you know, like walking across the street and getting hit by a truck coming around the corner. That happened to me. And I tell everybody, well, I don't believe you. No, no, I got hit, slid around, slid back and everything, destroyed my jacket. No one believed that shit.
You.
Hey,
Yeah. Uh, Sharp, what's up?
What's up? What's on your mind?
Question. The other guy on the channel, Beats. I forget your
Oh,
name, sir.
what's
Splash.
up?
Oh,
What's
Splash.
up?
Were you head above waters at one point
Yes, I
on you?
was.
I thought
Yes,
so.
I
I remember,
was.
boy, you had some amazing videos, man. What happened to them? Can you repost them or those
I
are
mean, it's
some?
still up right now. The channel you see, I just changed the name of it.
what
Oh,
what's the name of it?
It's Flashway Beats.
It's
Like I just did a live stream. What? yesterday, 2 days ago.
Yeah,
So
put
if you
that in
type in
what's
Splash
your name?
Away Beats, it like all my videos are there.
Oh,
For
I got
that's
2
some
good.
live
reason,
streams this weekend.
Right,
okay,
right.
because a lot of these channels like Sharps, you have that you don't even get notifications. They got like blacklist list, and then they came back up. So somehow I missed your
Yeah,
channel.
I noticed that about
Well,
YouTube.
I
The
mean,
algorithm has changed a lot.
that's
Yeah.
another thing. We need to open our own business on that. I mean, if we're gonna have this type of problem, we might as well open our own YouTube or TikTok, a combination of all that, because they're gonna keep doing what they're gonna do, and we
Yep.
got to take care of ourselves. You know,
That's
we
why I
can't.
started my podcast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Because we got to have our own servers, even if we pay for it. We got to
Yeah.
have our own sites and everything, site names. We can't keep doing this. If they're not going to respect the boundaries that are proper and what we've asked for, then you're just being disrespectful and racist to us. And that is racism right there. There's no way around it.
But
And I
that's the
hope they hear
system.
this. You're being racist, YouTube. That's racist. Um, but yeah, yeah, we need to build our own thing.
Yeah.
Now, I won't be here to help you with that, but I will definitely be cheering you from the sideline
You getting up out of
somewhere
there.
else. And by the way, that stuff is almost done. At least the first thing is going to be done.
Oh, that's
They
good.
they they only want to do me back to August of last year, but
That's good.
that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen.
Oh no.
Yeah. In fact, I had
Oh,
to do something today. I thought I was all done, and mm, government don't want to pay you shit.
oh damn. We'll talk
They
about that
don't.
later. We'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Oh, so you ain't seen nothing but a couple lizards out there, right? Splash.
I mean, they do their thing. They're more scared of you than you are scared of them. So
Okay. I
don't
might
bother nobody.
visit. I might visit for a little bit, just for a little bit.
No,
Yeah.
I like Thailand.
Yeah, I bet you
That's a nice place.
did.
The only thing about Thailand, man, is just so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Asia in general, as far
As far. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, I
But
love
that's
Korea.
why I talk about Canada. A lot of guys. I used to live in Canada, so a lot of guys they skip over Canada. If they want whatever it is that they're looking for a
In
vacation. They
Canada.
don't want to go too far. I mean, go to Vancouver. Go. I want to say Toronto. Toronto might not be on a lot of brothers' feed, but Vancouver definitely. But it gets looked over all the
Hmm.
time. So that's why I've been talking about it lately.
I don't mind visiting, but as I told my brother's white in-laws, you know what? I got to get out of here. I'm too black to be up here. It's too cold. It's too cold. It's too damn cold. I got to get out of here. I can't do this anymore. I hate the cold. Hate it. I can't do this. So I got to go somewhere where it's warm. Somewhere where it's
Yeah.
warm.
I
I
feel you.
can't do it because it's nice to have snow, but I don't want to see it anymore. You know, the sun makes my body feel good. As a black man, it makes me feel good.
Hey, we are
I don't know.
tropical people, man. So
Here's what
Right,
it is.
right. And I don't want to keep doing stuff to my body that isn't going to help. It's just not helping me.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you, man. I don't like that cold weather either.
Mm.
I don't know how y'all do it up there, man. There's
You're
one
not
where
too far from them, aren't you?
no,
North
I'm in North
Carolina
Carolina.
and Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm in North Carolina.
It's
That's a
snow up
long
there.
ways.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
Not like
Not
up
like
there.
us. And that's like us saying about New York. No, it's nope. Or
Nah.
or or, or
Man,
Ohio.
tell that to people in Atlanta. Not up here.
I
They
I
don't care.
remember
It's like, man,
I
it's cold. It's
remember
cold.
I
Yeah.
remember when I was in what is it? Basically, it's a fort in Augusta. Anyway, I was up there and at and It snowed one day. Now, let me tell you how bad it was. One of our drill sergeants was parked on the side of a slope, just a side slope, not a big slope, and it snowed a little bit. How about his car started going back down the hill, just sliding down the hill? They were not prepared for that. They are not prepared for a little bit of snow. Nothing. They can't drive on that. They might as well go home. Shoot. You can't put salt on the road. You can't do nothing. You might stay home. And I mean, it wasn't even a blizzard. It was just a little bit of snow. And I don't think they had seen that before there, at least not often.
Yeah, man. It's rough. I'm a tropical brother.
Yeah. What about Belize, man?
I don't know much about it.
It's a very mixed culture. I'll put it that way. We got family friends up there, down there.
I don't know. I haven't seen too many good. I haven't heard like too many good reports about brothers going down to South America. I'm waiting on it.
Well, the BMT and a bunch of other people do it, but
who's that?
Black Man Travels. But
I ain't never heard of them before.
Yeah, he does.
Don't they go to Brazil mostly? Most of the brothers go down South America.
Brazil, Colombia, what is it?
DR.
I think, yeah, Democratic Republic.
A partner of mine, man, he just got back from Brazil, and I asked him how he was doing out there, and I'm not trying to dump on him or nothing like that, but showed me a picture of a lady. She wasn't that bad, but it was like she was older, she had kids, and I'm like, that's usually what I hear when guys go down there.
Yeah,
it's older women with kids. I'm like, okay, nah,
that
ain't the move.
No.
A lot of women with kids down there. A lot of single women with kids down there. Oh yeah.
And you are a target if you got a U.S. passport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You a target if you black. Like, no, a lot of brothers they go down there, they'll take it.
Yeah.
I'm saying that they'll mess with them single mothers.
That's why those single mothers go after us, because they know we'll take it. They know the white guys won't.
Yep.
A lot of these white guys, they're doing that now. They're doing the same thing.
Yep.
Especially out here in Asia.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what?
Turning around.
You're right, because I did talk to a white guy who was married to a Korean woman who was a single mother. He was in the Air Force. Right.
Yeah. A lot of these guys, they don't got no standards out here now, man. It's over.
It's a wrap.
It's over, man.
Well, I'm going to say Korean women take care of you, though. They do take care of you.
In your country, because I know a brother who brought a woman from Korea here.
Don't bring her back.
Yeah, he was in the Air Force, brought her here, sent her to school to learn English. She was a single mother, ended up getting a good job, and 3 years later, she ended up leaving him for another guy.
Right.
Because he brought her here. And that nice, I guess, brand new Kia that he bought was nothing compared to this guy whispering in her ears about you should have a Mercedes Benz and all this.
Right.
Get the fact this man brought you from nothing to here.
Right.
She got a kid. They after resources. Both of them. So if you riding around in a Kia and there's a brother that's giving her attention, and he's pulling up in a Benz, even if it's 7 years old, she gonna go with that guy.
Right.
She got to feed her family. You in a country where like your papers probably don't come into a year and a half later. They gotta wait. Right. They can't even make ends meet for themselves. So maybe your salary is good for 2 people, but now it's 3 people you gotta serve. So that's why maybe if she didn't have a kid, she would have stuck around. But a lot of these women, when they got kids, they in their minds they thinking, okay, I'm going after resources. I'm doing what's best for me and mine. If it ain't enough, then
I can attest to that.
But I have to say, Beats, do you agree? To me, I thought if the mom of that woman came here, she wouldn't have ran off with another dude regardless. I just feel like I've seen so many guys who brought women from Asia here. When they bring the mama too, the mom controls the woman.
Yeah.
And that's the culture out here, and that's why I tell a lot of brothers, like, whenever you travel, just travel for the experience. You know,
Yeah.
if you're
Right.
traveling for women, I would say like Black American men, your culture doesn't really. It's like oil and water when you come out here to Asia. If you come to
Yeah.
Asia, then just enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking for a woman, I suggest just getting with a Western woman. Now, a lot of guys, you know, they try to avoid Western women like a plague. And when I ask these guys, okay, have you ever really dated a Western woman? Have you even tried? And when you get down to the nitty gritty, they haven't even tried. So you want to get with somebody who understands your culture. You know, you
Right.
getting with somebody from a different culture that
You
is
you don't
out for
even know.
self. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Then they use culture to manipulate you. They make up culture as they go along. They'll say, okay, nah, my culture, we do this.
Right.
And
Right.
they wait for your response. And then a lot of these guys, they'll go along with it because they don't have any experience. They just be like, okay, if that's what you do in your culture, then I'll respect that and abide by that. Now it's like, now you're submitting to the woman when it should be the other way around
No.
because
Yeah.
they don't really have, you don't really have anything to gain by really coming out. It's pretty much a downgrade, if you're really looking for somebody out here like that. Whereas,
If you don't
in
respect
Canada,
yourself, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, exactly. Whereas like in Canada, you're dealing with women who are educated. They
Mm.
got they got more going for themselves, and a lot of guys are scared of that. I'm
Mm.
like, man, if you're scared, then I don't know what
Nah,
to tell you.
Canadian
So
Canadian women have always been cool to me. They've always been cool. I don't
yeah,
understand. It's I don't know why. It's just a problem here. And I do see that some of these women that go overseas from here are cool. It's just that I think they've been getting a bad rap. I think they've been
yeah,
getting a bad rap.
because I've been saying this for years. I said like the relationships I see, especially with brothers and Japanese women or brothers with Asian women,
Hmm.
like the marriages that last a long time. These brothers, they met their wives at university back home in Canada
Right,
or America. Those are the
right.
relationships that last the
They were.
longest because, they're assimilated. They've already assimilated to Western culture. So
Right,
they understand you. It's not
right,
one sided.
right,
Whereas,
right.
like, I did an interview yesterday or 2 days ago.
Hmm.
The brother Mushin, I had him on,
Hmm.
married, met his wife in university in Canada. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? He's 2 kids with her. You
right,
see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
a lot of guys they think, well, I don't want no woman who speaks English. I don't want a woman who's been exposed to Western culture. And I'm like, okay,
Uh,
if you want a traditional Asian woman, then you're not a part of the equation because a traditional Asian woman isn't going to get with a foreigner.
Yep.
If you
well,
want
well,
somebody, so you want somebody who's liberal.
well. Here's the thing. Like, say for instance, me. I'm just going there to get a $600 apartment and be able to eat cheap, just long enough to hold on to the money I have. And it's going to be a
Mhm.
lot of money to hold on. It's going to add up. But if somehow any one of the no, don't want to say any type of woman. She's got to be able to speak English. She's got to be able to get her own passport, not through me. She's got to get her own passport. Then, she's met some form of requirement, at least minimum, so that I'm not the one that's helping her out. She's the one that's able to help herself out, you know, and able to take care of her. And you know what? Those are mostly people that have been either educated or have experienced life in the United States or somewhere in the Western world. I just don't want somebody that has all the Western ideals, not all of them, because some of them are so messed up. It's not right. It's not right.
Yeah, but
You
there's a
know.
lot of Eastern ideals too that are
Yeah.
messed up and not right. Also, a lot of Eastern ideals, they put skin whitening cream on them filled with mercury, knowing
Right.
they're gonna send themselves to an early grave just so that they don't look like you. So
Right.
both sides of the coin, they still have ideals and views that we don't like. At the end of the day, man, chase after the femininity. Well, I won't say chase, but you
Right.
know, get yourself go for femininity. Not
Mm.
race, not
Race. No.
nationality.
No.
Go for femininity.
No. No. Because, like I said, it's like I told this one girl yesterday. I was like, I don't mind bringing sand to the beach, I just need the sand to be sand. I don't I don't need you to break my skin. I just want you to be there. Be with me, not cause problems, just chill. Let's just have fun. Let's just be out there. Let's just do things. You know, I don't want to cause problems. I know we're going to have problems, but I don't want you shouldn't be bringing up stuff that's back here. You're not there. You don't have to deal with all the problems or the pressures or the image, that you were dealing with back home. This is the life that we're living. This is us. This is what we're doing, together. And that's my thing, and I've seen that done, but would I be able to do it? I don't know if I can do that. Not from here. Now, if I went over there, I think I could find someone that is used to being over there and, just being calmer than what is over here. You know, that's what I'm thinking. But maybe you've seen different.
Man, some people their significant other doesn't necessarily have to be across the globe, man. It could be in another state. It could be one state over. You
Mm.
know, out of
But
all the women I've been with, the woman who
I
was
can.
down with me the most was a woman that I met in Richmond, Texas, which is outside
Right.
of Houston.
Right.
But I was so young at that time. It was just like, I didn't care. I'm just like, man, I'm out here. I'm smashing this, that, and the third. But she was down for me.
Right.
If I told her if I said, hey, go pick up my mom's at the airport, she'd do that. And that's real
Right.
love in Houston, because Houston, the airport from my house in Houston, that's like a good 70 miles.
Right. Right.
Like 2 hour drive. So, you
Right.
know, if I called in the middle of the night and say, hey, come through, do this for me, do that, she would do it. And that wasn't anything across the globe. That wasn't anything in Canada. And that was right at home. So
Right.
sometimes, man, your
Well,
significant other, it might be on the other side of town. It might be on the other
that's
side
not going to work
of
for me here.
America. It,
That's
it
not going to
might
work
be
for me
on the
here.
other side of the globe. But see, the thing
That's
about
not
it is, all right, but
that's not going to work here for me.
where
But
where else
yeah,
have you been? Where else have you
I
been in America?
I in America, let's see. I've
Hmm.
been to Georgia, Texas. I've been to Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama. I didn't go to Florida yet. I was for a little bit in California. Um, New York, New Jersey. I got a whole bunch of family in Philly. I got some family in Delaware. I spent a little bit of time there. I just no, I don't fit in here. Not like that.
Why
Not
is
like
that?
that.
Why don't you fit in?
Well, let's put it this way. For one thing, I'm into nerdy things and geeky things. That's just what it's
Okay.
going to be. That's who I am. And it's a generational thing. They're not going to be interested in my generation.
Do you see
They're copying.
yourself?
They wait.
Do you,
They're copying what their fathers did. If they played cards, they expect me to play cards. If I don't put anything in my drink, like ice in my if I'm not supposed to put ice in my brown liquor, then if he didn't do that, I shouldn't be doing that. That's not what I do. You know, that's what I want to do, and I do my own thing. You know, and also there's other things that I can't change about me that it's not going to affect anything. It's not going to change anything. I could say something and it'll just blow over. I could be the best guy out there. It's just going to blow over. I can't do that here. And I'm not going to keep playing footsie games with a country where they have their standards and I don't need that. And I mean, I'm not trying to be angry about it. I'm just saying there's some people that can stay and I think they need to stay, but some people can't. There's no way to get through this. And you're going to humiliate yourself keeping doing it here. And
hey, do
that's
you
what
see
I'm
yourself
saying.
as do you see yourself as socially awkward?
No, I'm not. It's like dealing with businesses. I'm good with dealing with people who do business and come up with solutions with them. And I've
I'm
been
not
able to talk.
saying that you have a lack of confidence in talking. I'm saying, do you see yourself as socially awkward when women in America come around you? Do they find you awkward when you come around?
No, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, but
Honestly, I
have
don't.
you gone to places in America where foreign women tend to reside? You
Yeah,
know, have you gone
yeah.
to, university? Have you gone to like their festivals, man? Like different like Asian or even African festivals, different areas that you can go just talk to the people. Have you ever done that? That's like
I,
saying going overseas.
I've got family that are like that. We've got
Okay.
family in Asian communities and stuff like that.
Okay.
We have that. European family members, they're cool, and we got the Mexican people as well. So I'm versed in that. Yeah, I'm really cool with Germans. Like I said, I don't meet their requirements. I'm not going to go there. I'll visit. I'll chill there for a while, but no. I got to see some family members over there that my aunt kept saying that I should meet. But I no, if I was going to look for somebody, it wouldn't be there. But I would stay there for a reasonable amount of time, just to get to know people and to get to know their history.
Mm.
Well, all I can
But,
say is what you're clearly looking for is clearly
mm,
looking for you.
right,
You have to know
right.
who you are first. I just want you, wherever you go in the world, know who
Hmm.
you are first. And
Yeah,
then that thing you're looking for will be attracted to you. So,
yeah. Well, that's not going to happen in the U.S.
yeah.
Definitely not. It, it's
I don't
it's
I don't I
mostly
don't I don't believe that. It is in
no,
America.
no, no,
What makes you say
and
that?
that's blunt. It's blunt.
What makes you
You
say
know
that?
what? Let me put it to you this way: the people and the women in my age group that are into what I like go to people who are interested in what we both like. They're not interested. They go to somebody who's not interested in what they like, again, what she likes, and she's telling on herself. She's looking for image of what someone else wants. So that's just one thing, you know, that they're doing, and then there's other things that I can't even cover, So it's like I'm not going to meet any of the standards here. I'm just not. And I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful in it and saying it, but I mean, people have their opinions and they have their preferences. I can't change that.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't change a whole society's image on what I'm supposed to be. That's not my. It's not. It's not right for me to do it, and it's not a good thing. I can't do that. But I have to go somewhere where I can roll my dice bet. I got to do that. I got to find a place where I can be
And where do you think you
acceptable.
fit in? Where do you think you fit in
Where
at?
where do I think I fit in at? Well, the Philippines would be one thing,
You been there?
but no, but I don't think I got Filipino family members, but I don't think I want to go there now. I didn't want to. I don't think I want to go there now, honestly.
Mm, mm.
And I love Korea, but Korea can get cold and it's still a little bit expensive. Um, Japan has because I'm more. I don't want to say conservative, but introverted or whatever. It's not seen as something fully negative or anything like that. So I don't try to do anything like that. Um, Culturally, I'm more like that, but I'm able to deal with. I feel closer to Koreans because how they deal with you like friends. They deal with you comfortably. They add you in. You know, just like my community over here, my family and everything. As far as
Have you been
I've
to
seen,
Korea? Have you
yes, I
been to
was
Korea?
stationed over there. I was stationed over there.
Okay. I've been over to
Yeah,
Korea also.
yeah. I mean, I was treated normally. They were just like, yeah, come hang with us, and we would go through the city, and then and Te- Tegu, Daegu, and in where is it off of Camp Carroll? What's that city called? But yeah, they were nice to me, very nice to me. I didn't have any problems, but like I said, for me, it got cold there. So I think it wasn't bad, but I was just like, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. And another place I did consider was Trinidad, but they're they got their parity for 1 to 1 for the dollar right now at the time. So if I wanted to get something, I don't think I'd be able to save any money. So that was out. That's my ex-wife's home country, which I will
Mm.
say is beautiful. It is just so beautiful. I mean, I we she her family lives on the side of a mountain, and I'm like, you wake up in the morning, you see these big flowers outside, and they got mangoes or whatever right outside the door. Everything you could just fall out of the tree into your hands. It's beautiful, and you can see as far out, way out into the ocean. Just up there, just looking all the way out. It was just completely beautiful. But the scary part is those narrow roads and everything. But then there's narrow roads everywhere.
But how
Uh,
is the mindset of the people there, bro? Because you're
what?
describing a little bit of my family's country, Jamaica. Okay, I can tell you
Yeah.
this: my ex-wife is Jamaican. I've
Right.
been there plenty of
Right.
times.
Right.
Everything about Jamaica, I feel the same way mentally that you feel
Mm,
about America.
right.
Okay,
Right.
but how do the people? You understand the society itself there has a mindset.
I will.
I'm not going back there. Period.
Right.
I
I
got a
will say
cousin that
this.
lives there. I love him. I want him to come here,
Right.
but I want you to stay in that society to see if you can adapt to it because you might get a culture shock. I grew up with Jamaican culture since I was a kid. And I'm telling you,
Right.
I didn't get along with it, and I
Trin,
did what I did, with family and all that crap. But
Trinidad
Man,
dudes I got along with, no matter what. Trinidad dudes I always got along with, up here and down there. They be fresh up here. We still be cool. Going down there, we still be cool. But
well, I mean, it's somebody for
certain,
everybody. You know what I'm
but
saying? It's
yeah,
in
but
different parts of the
but
world, in different parts of America. So,
right,
hey,
right.
you're gonna find somebody one day. You know.
yep.
So,
Nah.
but as far as like it's not in America, I don't believe that. There's like
I
300
mean,
plus million people in America. A lot of times when guys say that, they haven't even given it a try. You know.
but I have.
So,
I've been married twice. I've
but I
dated
don't
people.
know you. I
Right,
don't know you
right,
like that.
right,
I don't know who you chose. I'm just saying in
right,
general.
right.
You know. So.
Yeah, but nope, nah, nada.
Like I said, there's
It's
somebody for anybody, for everybody, somewhere out there. You know.
right,
So if for you, if
right,
it's in Trinidad, if it's in Korea,
right.
then man, give it a shot.
Mm,
But once you know who you are, once you're clear on who you are,
right,
it does not matter where the other person from because you'll be clear to know, yeah, I'm compatible with this person.
right,
You have
right,
to be clear with who you are first. And I think the problem with a lot of guys, we think we go outside of ourselves, to outside
right.
culture, like cool, it's exotic to
And and
make
here
us
we do
feel
that.
better. Yeah,
And here we do that. We try to
yeah,
put on other people when we
oh
should
yeah,
be looking at ourselves.
yeah,
And that's my whole issue. Just being for me. I've got to be my own happiness. I can't be the happiness for somebody else. I've got to do my own thing. And I
yeah.
can't put on you as well from my culture and make you, which I really don't do that, but I'm not trying to put on your culture to make you do what I want. You don't put on me what your culture is doing. There's certain general things, but I'm not, no, you're not going to do certain things to me that I'm not comfortable with. I'm not
But it's not even
tolerating.
just culture. I mean, there was a brother who was a football player that took on his wife's last name. She was white.
Ricky Williams.
And
Ricky
I'm like,
Williams.
this brother's trying to be white. You understand? He does not want to be him.
But,
Ta-
but that's Ricky.
taking your taking your wife's last name?
He took
That
his
was the
wife's last
funniest
name.
shit
That's
ever.
And he wanted to do that to look less of a threat as being black. I'm telling you, he wants to be seen as I'm a good, cool brother. I take my wife's name. He does not know who he is because that woman can divorce him tomorrow for any reason.
Right.
So once you know who you are, once you are clear, without a
Right.
doubt,
Right.
you'll know, yes, this person is compatible with me. You won't have to go through hoops or change for them because you
Right.
both are in the same, I hate to say it's like a dance, but it's like a give and take. You know what I
Right.
mean? You guys are helping each other up. You're not just trying
Right.
to tear each other down. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's all I have to say, man. Just good luck on the traveling, man. Let us know what goes on.
I mean, I'm about to see what's his name over there. So I can catch up with you while you're over there.
Who?
You.
Where are you going to
Nah, nah,
Thailand?
nah. I don't hang out with niggas out here.
I might go to
What?
Thailand
After
next.
you what you just said?
I ain't hanging out with you niggas out here.
Why? What am I doing? See?
Nah,
See?
he ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm just joking.
I might go there next year. So we'll
That
see
nigga
what
was
happens.
hurt.
I am hurt. I'm still hurt. Even if you lied, I'm still hurt. Shit. Because you know what? I want to see what everybody's doing over there. How they're
Do it.
yeah, doing your life, doing your thing. See things. Except for them
But
damn cobras. I
I'm
can't
gonna
do that shit.
prepare you with something. All right. I don't
What's that?
want you thinking just because they have some dark skin ties.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of ties don't like blacks. Okay.
No.
Most Asian countries they don't like blacks. It's
And
just
I'm
that's
telling you
ingrained in
this.
their culture.
Yes, because
Yeah.
there are
I,
YouTubers who are like, yeah, I like Thailand, they like black guys. No, I've been
I
to California, Little Chinatown, Little Thailand. My ex-girlfriend Thai, my girl now is Thai. I've
hmm
been to their cultures where I walk in, a mom's yelling at her kid in English. Oh, you
right.
better do good in school, or you're gonna end up homeless like all the black guys in this country. I'm like, she just say that
Say that?
in English.
No.
She didn't say that in
See,
Chinese or
It,
she
Thai.
didn't. She didn't say
yeah.
you're gonna end up like all the homeless people in her home country because there's a lot of
Yes.
homeless
Right.
people out here.
She was talking
Right.
She
about
said
Right.
black
us.
people. Yes.
Right.
That's
Right.
why I was like, yeah, my ex-girl was right. Ties don't like blacks, and I was like, yep.
hmm
I had to accept that because I thought, oh, they're dark skinned. No, they have that
Right.
white
No,
complexion thing. So be aware of that. I don't want you to listen to these YouTubers like, yeah, the ties like blacks because they're dark skinned. No,
No.
no.
But I
I mean
also
the
have
homeless blacks they at least got a phone. Shit, the homeless people out here they ain't got no clothes.
They ain't got
but
nothing but that.
I also have cousins and my best friends half his family's Thai, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to I think I know some of them. So I
Okay.
can go visit them.
That's cool.
So that's another thing I wanted to do too.
Well, do it, man. Do it.
Yeah, a lot of
But
laws are changing out here. Favorable for a lot of foreigners. So it's a good time to travel over here right now.
Is
yeah.
it open completely beats? Is it
Yeah, yeah,
open? You don't got to take
yeah.
the shots or anything.
Nah, they got rid
Uh,
of the. See, here's the thing. All right, so
you
I'm
mean
giving
quarantine?
everybody exclusive. So they got rid of the Thailand pass, where you had to get a QR code. You had to book at a
Okay.
quarantine hotel if you don't have both your shots, right?
Right.
But I I went to a quarantine hotel, right? And they don't have any guards, they don't have any gates. So people who were supposed to stay for 10 days at that hotel, they were coming and going as they felt. So they don't care.
Right.
They don't care. So
Mm.
it's wide open now,
All right. Cool.
you know.
So they can just do whatever they want. They don't, But what
Yeah.
about that BA5 that's going on around here? That's hopefully that doesn't do anything.
Man, I can't even keep up with all this shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, what part of Thailand are you in?
I'm in Bangkok.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I wanted to live in like
Now I
in a
will say
town
this,
or something.
like a lot of people they come to Bangkok, things are moving
Mhm.
really fast. I'll say the people in Chiang Mai, they were
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, I heard
They were
that.
cool. I used to live in Chiang Mai, so they were cool.
I thought about
So
moving there instead because you can get a better place there.
oh yeah,
So
yeah. I had an
yeah,
apartment out there was like $200 a month.
hmm
Um, and the people there are friendly. Invite me to different parties.
right,
This was at the time when I used to drink. They buy my drinks and
right,
they kept in touch with me, let me know, okay, we're having an event over here. So they were
right,
cool. But
right.
you might not feel the same love and energy from people in Bangkok. It's a
Bangkok,
big city,
yeah,
people are moving real fast and people got to make
right,
money to make ends meet. But Chiang
right,
Mai, real cool.
right. Laid back, like a small town. Not a small town, but like a small city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd like that. It's just that whole thing was freaking me out. I was like, hold up, I don't need this. Otherwise, yeah, yeah. Chiang Mai was one of my choices. I think it was my top choice until I read that, and then I was like, I'll be in the tower right now. Otherwise,
Yeah.
yeah, Chiang Mai, because you could for the same amount of money you could get even a small house or anything like that to rent out. So I was like, maybe that was the best choice as well for that reason. And then you're not in some other areas that are not too good for you. So
Yeah. There's a lot of dope spots and places to
yeah,
visit out here in Asia. But I'm gonna be back in America next month, for good. So my time out here is up.
where are you moving to?
Texas.
Texas? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My best friend's in Austin now, and that's a lot of money over there. You can get with
Yeah.
Tesla. That's pretty good.
Texas, man.
It's super hot right now, but I mean, Austin is the best city to me. Houston was great to me too, but it's got a lot of stuff with it. But
Yeah, I've been going to Austin since I was a kid, so I
right,
love it out there
right,
in Austin. I know a lot of people out there.
right. It's just it was so beautiful to me, and people were in Texas in general. People were nice to me. I mean, they appreciated you saying, hello or anything like that, being, genuinely polite, and they appreciate it. You know, I felt comfortable there. I really did.
Yeah,
Texas
yeah,
made me feel comfortable, and that's weird to
yeah.
me in saying that, but Texas, Texas made me feel fucking comfortable.
Yeah,
Uh,
see, a lot of people they get the misconception. They think, Texas, I don't know, is real racist or whatever. I'm like, man,
that's
I mean, there's racist people everywhere you go, but as far
right,
as the racism that they're talking about, I didn't really
right,
see that growing up.
right,
Maybe I
right.
was oblivious to it, but growing up, nah, didn't. Everybody is cool. Even the people you think are racist are cool as shit.
Cool.
So
Yeah, yeah. Li- Like up here in Baltimore, people be thinking some of these people are racist. I'm like, no, not that one. No, not that one. And you know which one it is because I was raised around them, and I was like, yeah, that's the guy right
yeah.
there.
Now when you now see when you was talking about that there's no woman I can find right here. When you
hmm
said you was from Baltimore, I know
hmm
there's no women out there in Baltimore. I think it got ranked as the city with the ugliest women in the world. So, I know we're not right there.
God damn.
Oh yeah, it's like Philly, Baltimore.
Philly?
Oh yeah, Philly. Them women out there are horrendous. And they're
Damn.
like dogs walking backwards down the street. A lot of rough women out there. See, Baltimore and Philly, man, they got some of the most roughest gangster women you ever want to be in your life.
Oh yeah. I met
Oh God.
I met some hood chicks from Philly.
Woo! Ah,
I'm not gonna say one word.
I had the man handle the bitch.
oh yeah. Oh man.
but my best friend and me, I can verify some of it, but my Houston and Austin they have a baddie an influx of baddies down there. Seriously, I mean it's dangerous over there. It's really really dangerous.
And San Antonio. San Antonio really gets slept on when it comes to the
Oh yeah.
women,
Oh yeah.
the cooperation.
Yeah, but isn't
San
that near the
Antonio gets
military
slept
base,
on. Yeah.
Fort Hood? Because that's the
No,
last
Fort
place
Hood is
my
in Killeen.
Clean. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's where
That's
my
about
cousin retired at. She was a drill sergeant. Yeah. But yeah, Texas was good to me. Very good to
and
me.
that's
You
one
know,
thing, like, some people they'll move to a city and they feel like, okay, I'm not really the people here, they don't really embrace me, they just keep to themselves. So
right,
San Antonio is a total opposite because it's a military town. A lot of people they see
right,
how cheap it is to live there, so like, nah, I'm gonna stay here. So nine
right,
times out of ten, like the people you meet there, they're not really from there. But even the
right,
people from there, everybody gets along. Like I lived on every side, each side of the city when I was in San Antonio. Every time we moved out, people always cooked for us. Neighbors always cooked for us when we moved in and we moved out. We knew
right,
our neighbors. When we
right.
moved to Houston, people didn't do that. We didn't know our neighbors. So just
Mm.
two totally different types of
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
So
I could feel that though. But Baltimore is totally that inside and out. You don't know who your neighbors are unless there's a
yeah,
problem, and then you
I don't
then you
know.
got then you gotta then you gotta go to a meeting or you gotta go to court or you gotta do whatever. You don't even know who they are. They could be, child molesters. You wouldn't know a damn thing.
Stringer
You
Bell lived next door
you
in
know,
Baltimore.
yeah, yeah.
You might
You
have a
don't
you might
know.
have a, you might have a Jeffrey Dahmer next to you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
He invites you over for dinner and you on the menu.
Here, drink this. You'll be fine. Fresh cuts.
Ed Buck lived next
Yep.
door in Baltimore.
Ed Buck style.
But yeah, Baltimore has its own thing going on. I can't. They're really controlling him.
Jeffrey
They're
Dahmer, he was
really
out of Milwaukee, right?
I think so.
I've never been to Milwaukee.
right.
Yes. You're not missing nothing.
Hmm.
I've
Okay.
been out there.
I know this white chick from Wisconsin. She put me up on games. She said, man, if you go, I think it was Madison. She said, if you go to Madison, Wisconsin, as a black man, anywhere you go, white women are going to chase after you. I
Oh
said,
yeah.
for real?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah. All right.
Really, that whole
Midwest.
yeah, really that whole area though, really.
I know
Hmm.
Minnesota's like that.
Oh yeah.
Heavy.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I, I,
Minneapolis?
I gotta
Shit.
stay. I'm gonna stay away from that state.
If that's what
I've
you're
been
into
saying it.
now, I'm not I'm
Minne-
not in,
Min-
I'm not into
Minnesota,
something like that.
Minnesota.
Yeah, I
All
mean, I
you
don't
have to do
chase
is
race, but yeah, that's what I heard. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
I
true.
saw it for myself when I was there in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
yeah, but Minnesota they could just write your name in the baby's
Uh,
as their father, and that's it. No, no, no.
Hey, Seattle's like that too.
Yeah,
Oh, for real?
no. I
Yeah.
I, I would have what after you just said that. No, I don't want to go there. I definitely don't want to go there.
I've been to
No.
Seattle once.
I, I used to
Yeah,
visit
I
my
didn't stay.
cousin up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It's a nice place to visit. But like I said, I'm not into snow bunnies like that.
Nah.
Oh, okay. See, I
So
mean, I can't even give a real good review on Seattle because, like, I got out the plane, went to the bank.
Hmm.
Somebody called the cops on me when I was at the bank because I
Wow.
left because I had like a bunch of luggage with me, and I'm talking to the bank tellers in the front. They were real cool. I was like, "It's
Right.
okay if I put my stuff here and I just go make a deposit?" They said, "Yeah, sure." So I guess somebody in line walking out saw my bags, in the front, and they called the sheriff. The sheriff showed up,
Hmm.
and I was like, "Man, let me get the hell up out of here." So I took a bus from Seattle to Vancouver, and you know, there was a gang of hood rats and toothless hillbillies at the bus stop. I mean, it's a Greyhound,
Yeah.
but that's all I remember from Seattle.
Yeah, it's a nice place to visit, man. If you, especially if you know people that live there, you know. I
How
mean,
did you like Vancouver?
the city itself is it's a nice city. It's nice, you know.
You know,
But
Sharp, I gotta go. But
all right, man,
thanks
take
for
it
taking the
easy.
call, man.
Peace.
All right,
Yeah.
then. Peace.
You have a good one, man. What about Vancouver? How did you like that?
Whew, man,
I like
that was
Vancouver.
my weekend. That was my weekend getaway. While I was living
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Calgary, I used to go to Vancouver like every other weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen stuff on it and I like it. I
Yeah.
really do.
yeah.
I would go there in a summer situation, but I couldn't stay up there during winter. But I love it. I like the way it looked. I thought it was a very beautiful place. Very
And out of
Yeah.
all the
beautiful place.
places I've been to in the
Mhm.
world, like Vancouver is like top three.
What's
Top three.
what's number one and number two?
Well, I mean, I didn't really put it in. I don't really have like a number one. I didn't really put it in order, but you know,
Mhm.
I could, you know, rotate Vancouver with other cities. Other cities
Mhm.
that I would say that is dope. Singapore.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
Yeah.
you know,
Singapore is
must
nice.
go. Singapore is nice. Hong Kong is nice. Hong Kong is
Hong.
fly.
Yeah.
Macau, right next to
Yeah,
Hong Kong, is pretty nice.
yeah. I heard
Um,
that.
yeah, those are my top three. But Seoul, Korea,
Uh-huh.
there's a lot to do in Seoul. It's
Yeah,
fun. If
yeah.
you know your way around the city, it's real dope. I had a lot of fun. I've been to Seoul probably like 6 times. Had a lot of fun when I was there. Um, Osaka was dope, but Osaka wasn't as good as Seoul. You know,
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, what about Miami, man?
or
No.
Miami. I mean,
I,
I've been to
I
Orlando, but I ain't never been to Miami. I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it's got the nice lights and everything I heard about, but I ain't no. I heard it was too expensive. I seen it's too expensive.
Yeah, it is
I
expensive.
see nothing but yachts go through there. Nope.
Yeah, it is.
One of my
Even if
homeboys, he
I,
went out there. He almost got shot when he was out there.
Yeah, in Miami you got
yeah, I've heard that story
in
too.
Miami you have to be careful certain spots.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have to be careful.
One of my friends from work, he grew up there. He said nobody should really grow up in Florida. You should, you can't, you should be raising kids down there. He grew up in Florida. I was like, and I think he was living out in Miami. He said nobody should grow up there. You can't really raise a child up down there. They'll learn a lot of
Yeah, I
things
can
they're not
see. Yeah,
supposed to.
I can see why he would say that. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
why. Yeah,
yeah.
The Sharp Game, tell us what's Miami like? Tell us.
it's a cesspool.
Okay,
Basically,
okay. So Miami or Thailand?
he,
You
I'll
got to think
take
about it now.
I'll take Miami over Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Miami over
Okay.
Thailand. Yeah, yeah.
I
But
can't do
Both of
it.
them are cesspools.
yep, yep. You're right. But as far as safety, I'll take Thailand.
Mm,
Yeah. In certain parts of Miami, you have to be careful, man. Really.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't let that South Beach fool you.
Yeah. One of my homies, he was shooting a music video out there. And he thought he was the area that they
Oh,
were at. He thought he was all right, and then like seconds later, somebody shot the car up that was like in front of them. You
right,
know, that they were with together in a group.
right.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, some of the parts of Miami where I used to hang out at, like South Beach and downtown, people said, no, you should hang around North Beach.
mm,
That's a better area. I said, oh shit, I never been over there. I've been to, across the bridge and Okalaka and Liberty City and all that, Little Haiti and everything. They said, no, just stick. They said, just stick in the the Bayview area and North Beach area, you'd be good to go. But this is after the fact. I've been down there like, I don't know, probably 5-6 times.
So what's the North Beach area like?
I don't know. I haven't been there yet.
Oh.
Oh,
Hmm.
remember, I went to Orlando. There was a lot of people visiting. It was dope. It was nothing but black people out there in Orlando, and you see, out there in Florida, they do their locks a lot different than everybody else. Their locks are like they'll have like 4 dreads in their head, and it's either
Mm.
sticking up or it's down to the floor. So that was dope to see when I was out there. But everybody was pretty cool, chill, laid back.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nobody was fighting, no altercations.
No.
So it was dope when I was in Orlando.
Yeah, I've never been to Orlando, but I met a Dominican girl that lived in Orlando when I was living in Atlanta. She had 2 kids. I was like, oh no. No.
Not anymore.
I
Not
ain't
anymore.
doing that.
Yeah.
No,
Not
but
not
she was cool though. She ended up I think she ended up getting married to some other guy.
Oh, okay. No, Sharp Game, respectfully, like I know both y'all brothers, y'all more than likely older than me. What is your take on, let's say you meet a woman who's, submissive, cooperative, everything that you're looking for, but seeing how you guys are at your age, she has 1 kid. Is it still 0 kids for you guys, or you'll take one with 1 if she's cooperative?
How old is the kid?
Let's say an infant, like 3, 4 years old.
No.
Oh no, absolutely
No.
not.
Absolutely not. Nope.
No. If the kid's a teenager and she got to be a knockout, home run.
And
That's
the
the
kid's
only
got to
way.
be like 17 or 18.
The
So
only
You
you
almost out the door.
you'll get with a woman if the kid is a teenager.
17 or 18.
Okay,
and
what if
17.
she had the kid at
Mhm.
14?
Huh?
What if she had the kid at 14?
At 14?
Yeah,
When she was 14 years old?
yeah.
Well, I mean, how old is
So
she?
she's
Okay.
saying, okay, she's a knockout, like what Sharp Game said. All
Hmm.
right. Submissive, cooperative. The kid is older, 16,
Hmm.
17, out the way.
Hmm.
But she's 30, 31 years old, and she had the kid at 14, 15 years old.
Right.
Would you still get with a woman like that?
Hmm. It all depends. Did she take care of home, and did she take care of herself, and what she's doing as far as work as well?
I'm
Because
talking about
if you're able to take care of home and family, you're able to take care of me. If your kids are gone and out, then you're able to take care of me. You don't have to focus on everything else.
Okay.
The kids come around, we'll look out for them. But, you know, this is our house. Let's take care of this. Let's do what we got to do.
Okay. I was just
That I
wondering
would.
if the age at which she had the child, if that made a difference.
nah,
No,
not for me.
it just
Okay.
matters about maturity.
Yeah.
Maturity in that.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm perfect, but yeah,
Yeah.
maturity
Now,
would be the issue.
any woman with 2 kids, forget about it.
Oh
I'm not even
shit.
considering that at all.
Uh,
That's a
once
ready-made
one
family, yo.
once is an accident. Twice you
Hey, if it's
you
twice,
didn't learn a
she's
lesson.
she's irresponsible.
Yeah. Once it was an accident. Twice you're irresponsible.
Yeah. Now, if
What
she's
what if she had
divorced,
them 2 kids
okay,
when she was married?
well,
Okay.
that's a different story. But I'm still not getting married to
Okay.
her.
Yeah, because you left your husband. Why?
I'm still not getting married to her.
Why? No, no.
Well, maybe he left her, yo.
Hmm. No,
Yep.
because then I still have to ask why.
Yeah, that's true.
What were you doing? It's one thing if he left you to cheat with somebody else.
You
Then if he
know,
left you, but even then, that's not a good selling point because you might not be doing your duties in the house for him to leave with
hey,
somebody
that's
else.
that's a bunch of BS. Women don't leave
Mhm.
guys because they cheated most of the time. That's BS.
Right, right,
Yeah. Yep.
That was just the
mm,
last straw. That's all.
right, right. But
Yeah.
no. But a man leaving a woman. That's what I was saying. You
If
know,
a guy leaves a woman, she has to be horrible.
yes, yes.
Really, it got
Ex-
really bad.
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
I'm saying,
No, women, they don't leave a man that they love if he cheated, especially
no,
if the
no,
woman,
no.
especially the woman that he messed around with on the side was bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She was
Exactly.
bad. She was like, oh, damn, I didn't know he had it in him.
Exactly.
She'll give, she'll give you your props. She's like, damn, all
That's a
right, man,
bad.
shit.
That's a bad thing.
I got
Yeah,
a I got a catch. I didn't know I had that.
Ooh, she's fine.
right.
Can she come over tonight?
I've heard. You know what? I've heard
Yeah.
a woman actually say that.
Mm.
She looked
Shit,
better.
my ex said that. My ex-wife said that.
She looked better than me.
Yeah, I heard it.
And, hey, I did it the right way. I upgrade, not downgrade.
Mm.
Yeah. One time I messed around with this other chick. It was bad. My girl found out about it. She was like, oh shit. You know, she got up in the gym right after that. I'm like, okay.
She's
And she
competing.
wasn't even like a big girl or nothing like that. She was in shape. She was like, nah.
She, she
She got
found
right in the gym after that.
she found some new motivation.
It's usually the little things. It's the little things when women want to leave. They
Yep.
don't have nothing to do with cheating. It's like, you know, she arguing that she's washing your clothes. But it's like, I never asked you to wash my clothes, and I never let my hamper pile up. You mix my clothes with your clothes, which I don't like that, but it is what it is. You
But
know,
that's
you
coming
doing
up with
something out the
reasons.
you doing something out the kindness of your heart with love because you feel like, okay, you're showing love to me, but by doing that, but I never asked you to do it, I never forced you to do it.
Right,
Now you complaining that you did something out the kindness of your heart. You know, I'm not a
right,
messy dude. I clean up. Like, you know, it's the little things. They just wake up one day and they get restless.
right.
And then, it's like, hey, look, as a man, that's gonna happen. Okay, I just gotta check that behavior. But then it
Yep.
comes to the point where it's like now your anger and aggression, and your womanly ways, it gets too much. And I'm
Right,
out. Then when you
right.
leave, after you checked it so many times and gave her so many warnings and you actually leave, she can't believe you actually left.
Left.
You
No,
know what I'm saying?
no,
They don't believe
no,
it. So
no.
I
it's
didn't
like,
know
nah,
he
I'm
had
not, I'm
it
not.
in him. I didn't know he had it in him.
What's that?
She's like, oh, I didn't know he had it in him.
The only way you can get back at them is do better by yourself. So no.
That's the thing, men, women, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but his show,
Yeah,
that's the fear that a lot of American women have is they say to get you to shut up to end an argument. But deep down inside, they really don't want to do that. But then women that were calling, they would say, well, you men are going to die alone. And men, we don't give a damn about dying alone.
Exactly.
Like,
That don't scare
we
us.
don't care. Hell, we get mad when you come through and call the ambulance for us when we trying to die alone. Like,
yeah,
like my granddad, I mean, he still had his wife, when he passed, but it was like, I remember it was a few times, they had to call the ambulance for him. But he was pissed off the first time. He woke up in the hospital like, damn, like I'm I'm trying to go out, on my tail, and you keep calling
You
the
ruining it
ambulance
for me.
Yeah, I gotta be next to this woman right here. Like,
I got.
look here.
We can
Next
pay the
time, don't
mortgage with
call the
that.
ambulance for me.
We can pay
I was
the
at peace.
mortgage with that insurance. We pay off the house. Oh,
Shit.
nah.
Nah.
Yeah.
All
So,
right, fellas.
yeah.
I'm about to get off this joint, man.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm gonna
then.
check your what's the name of it again?
What?
Your
Uh,
channel?
Oh, go ahead, Splash.
you talking about
Yeah, yours.
splash wave beats. Um,
Splash
yeah, splash wave beats.
Splash Wave Beats. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna look
All
at
right.
that
All right, y'all.
right
Take it
now.
easy, man.
All right,
Peace,
bud.
peace, peace,
Peace.
peace.
All right, then. All right, peace.
There you have it. Another episode. Like, share the episode. Don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.